Este jueves 15 de enero se estrena en Colombia Songs on Blue o Un sueño inquebrantable, un biopic sencillo y sensible sobre el dúo musical Lightning and Thunder, un tributo al cantante norteamericano Neil Diamond en los 90. Kate Hudson y Hugh Jackman encabezan un elenco que tiene también a los veteranos Michael Imperioli, Fisher Stevens o Jim Belushi, además de talentos jóvenes como King Princess o Ella Anderson. Hablamos con Craig Brewer, director de esta maravillosa película.
Hi, Craig.
Hey,
How are you?
Manuel. I'm good. How are you?
Thank you so much for your time. Very, very fine. You got a wonderful movie. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, wait, we're the last interview, so I just want to know what is that amazing yellow poster behind you? That little that
It's a concert of the Misfits, the punk rock band from the 80s.
Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry. Back to your interview. It's a
No, no,
good
no, no. Thank you. How do you manage this balance between comedy and tragedy so well?
Because I recognize it in my life. I recognize it in my family. I'm confused sometimes that people uh, insist that I choose one or the other. You know, I sometimes say like I don't know if that's really how life works. There's been plenty of really emotional moments in my family around death and sickness where we needed a laugh. We needed to cheer each other up, or we found the absurdity in something. That I think is really more indicative of what people deal with on a day-to-day basis than a lot of people who probably don't have any problems. If you're not laughing, you got to cry. So I understand that it's something that people are interested in because it could go wrong. It could go too far. It sometimes it could take the comedic moments can take away from the seriousness of the drama at hand. But luckily, you just have the right actors, and you just do your best to just be truthful as best you can.
Okay, you got one of the best cast of this year. You had charismatic leading actors, veteran film stars, and promising young talents. How that makes you feel as a director?
Well, I am a student of the late great John Singleton. John helped me get my career going, and I always would just look at his films and think that what excited John the most was when he could break somebody new, but also work with somebody who was a veteran who was going to show these young people what it is to be an actor. So if you look at like, Fishburne and Boys in the Hood, telling Cuba Gooding Jr., about the billboards and white, businessmen coming in trying to make money off of black misery with liquor stores and everything. That scene's just a beautiful scene in Boys in the Hood. But you look at Hustle and Flow, I love that it's one of Taraji P. Henson's first films. You look at Dolomite is My Name, and here we have Eddie Murphy, but you even go further back. You even go like, well, what's Wesley Snipes been doing? Remember when he was such a big star in the 90s? And you get someone like him in there, but then you get this new person. Who's this Davine Joy Randolph? Now she's an Academy Award winning actress. That's to me, that's the joy of filmmaking, is that you bring together on your crew behind the camera and in front of the camera veterans, but you also bring in the young talent to learn and to come up. And it's one of my most exciting things that I get to do. And I think that the young cast in this movie, Ella Anderson, Hudson Henley, who plays Dana, and King Princess, they are so good in this movie. They really are. I think that we're seeing them at the beginning of their careers.
Okay, I know that Neil Diamond cried watching the movie. Did you talk with Eddie Vedder?
I did. We had to get Eddie's approval, and he's been such a supporter of Lightning and Thunder. I tell people if ever you needed any more proof that Eddie Vedder is a great man, even in his early 20s, he was still a wonderful soul. Seeing this older couple singing Neil Diamond songs and having them open for Pearl Jam, and even going out on the stage and singing with them. it's just a really beautiful moment. But me and Hugh got on the phone with Eddie, and he was so wonderful and giving. You know, the song "Alive" that we use, he's never licensed that to a movie or TV show, ever. It's always been an automatic no. But we got to use it because he was such a supporter of Lightning and Thunder.
Okay, can you tell us about three songs from Neil Diamond for people like me and Kate Hudson who wasn't familiar with his music?
Sure. Well, let me start off by one. It's something that people are familiar with. They just don't know it's Neil Diamond. It's a song called "I'm a Believer." Now, my generation grew up watching The Monkees, this TV show, and Davy Jones. Actually, it wasn't Davy Jones; it was Mickey who sang the song "I'm a Believer" with the Monkees. But really, it's like my kids' generation. They know that song through Shrek. You know, a whole generation started watching Shrek and they heard that song. That's a Neil Diamond song. He wrote that, he performed it. It's become something that's now everybody knows it. They just don't know it's his. The other song that I want to like, I'm personally taking like a stance. I'm leading a crusade. I love the song Suleiman. We have it be a running gag throughout the movie that Mike Sardina wants to open the show with Suleiman, and people don't know what it means. But I think it's just such a beautiful anthem of brotherly love and calling everybody together and saying, "Would you leave all your problems and all the divisive crap behind, and would you just all come together and can we just please, you know, love and have a great time?" And that to me is what Suleiman is. And then finally, I would just say that as much as I know that people love singing "Sweet Caroline" and "Forever in Blue Jeans," I think that the song "Holly Holy" is one of the most beautiful emotional songs out there. It starts off like a thunderstorm and that's approaching, and just gets bolder and richer, and it's filled with such emotional power. Just when you're in your car and you're going off to something where you need to feel some power with yourself, just put on Holly Holy and go on a journey.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. This was a beautiful pleasure to meet you and to have this interview. Uh, Go on. This is a beautiful movie, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Manuel. You have a great day.
Okay, same for you. Thank you. Goodbye.